Hello, welcome back to my channel. So a new Instagram just recently came about, and this whole page has been posting a bunch of stuff trying to expose Dylan as much as possible. So the Instagram page is called Exposing Him, He's Trash, and right now they have over 26 different posts. So this is what they said. They said, everything I'm going to expose here is from first-hand experience dealing with Dylan and his associates. These are some of the worst kind of people I've met in my life. I was set up by one of his content partners / drug mules, who I'll later mention in a series of stories. I feel like you should all know the truth, no more guessing. And then she posted this picture of Dylan where she said Chicago's favorite drugged out door-to-door solar selling F-boys. And she said, here is Dylan and Geo, stay clear. These guys prey on young women and drugs are heavily involved. Then this girl posted a video of Dylan where you can see a red beam on his forehead, and they said, can we guess what that red beam in the hand is? Felons should not be idolized. Why do you have guns? And then they posted a comment from a YouTube video where someone said, are they saying that Dylan has a new girl with kids? And someone responded and said, yes, it's Marissa, and yes, she claims Dylan is bringing a woman over with a kid. So this girl claims that Dylan has been juggling Marissa and this other girl for years now. Then she posted up a snapshot of a Crazy Train video where Dylan posted this video of Marissa where she's clearly out of it. Then literally the next day, Marissa posted videos of Dylan in the same condition. So this girl exposing Dylan posted these pictures, and she said, both of Dylan's longtime girlfriends, Marissa and Jordan, shaking my head. It's funny that ironically, both these girls hate each other, but they're just alike. I mean, look at the pics. I'm sure Dylan introduced both of them to GHB, which is why their bodies are in these weird slanted positions and they're completely unconscious. Dylan is a menace and is known for introducing / drugging people with GHB and GD. And then she said, it's crazy to me how Dylan has been in an off and on again relationship with Marissa Buckle and Jordan Carmichael for 10 years. So this shenanigans, if what this person is saying is true, has been going on for over 10 years, a whole freaking decade. Though these two women have known about each other for 10 years, how disgusting. No one has held them to any standard. Meanwhile, Dylan has engaged in sexual acts with men and trans women for some time now. No wonder he treats actual women like ish. And then this girl posted a summary of like what GHB is, the side effects, the risks, and she said this drug is known for people taking too much because you can't measure how much you're actually ingesting. Dylan gets his GHB from another associate that he does sex work with. That's what she claims in the caption. Then she posted this picture and she says, photos that resurfaced, Dylan had gotten GHB from his associate, and you see how clear it is. You wouldn't even be able to tell that you're being drugged. I willingly took this in this instance as well as the vodka. This drug has such a bitter taste, it's disgusting. I had taken the alcohol from the Ivy Hotel where I was left by myself after Dylan blacked out after he took too much GHB. It's a sedative and I was having extreme and intensive come downs, and I was not aware this was a side effect. This was my third time taking it. This is how I ended up at the apartment of him and his former girlfriend Jordan. So then this girl posted some pictures of Dylan where he, in two different pictures, I cut out the girl here and I'm not going to post the other picture because the girls are almost naked. They're not completely, but they're pretty close to it. And he's just sitting next to these girls who are completely out of it in vulnerable positions. And he's just kicking it, taking pictures with them. But as this girl pointed out in other posts, she claims that Dylan's into this kind of thing. He likes taking advantage of girls who are out of it, and that's why she claims that he likes to keep that clear substance on him. So she said Dylan has a proven track record. This cycle will continue until someone does something. What happens when someone dies? Last slide is what he had to say. How do you justify taking a picture of an unconscious woman? Apparently it's a fetish, being aroused by unconscious women or disassociating until they pass out. It's awful and will never sit right with me. Men like this because they have full control over the choices. GHB, aka the date R-word drug, brings euphoria, increased sexual desires, and then you pass out. And then, like this girl was saying, he likes to, this weird thing with girls who are passed out. And then she posted even more pictures proving this point, because she has these pictures. I'm not going to post them here because of YouTube rules, but you can check them out on her Instagram, where she is almost completely fully naked. She's in nothing but a towel over her butt, and she's completely out of it, while this Jordan girl is on top of her, and she's almost fully naked. She's in nothing but a thong, and Dylan's just right there taking these pictures of them, of Jordan on top of her, while this girl is unconscious. So she posted these videos on the Instagram with the caption, "My first time taking GHB at the previous apartment, which will soon be eviction on Jordan's housing record because Dylan has been pocketing the rent money. Anyways, you see how we're naked? I didn't receive these pictures until Jordan sent them. Yes, Dylan took these pictures, and he also loved the fact that we have dragons on our bodies, because both these girls like have dragons going down the back, they're on their back, and they go all the way down to their butt. I guess that's another reason why Dylan claimed he was taking all these pictures." And she said, "I wasn't aware of what chasing the dragon meant until this day." And Dylan kept repeating, "Oh, it's like chasing the dragon." And she said, "My mouth dropped. The artist is the same one who had tattooed Dylan and Jordan. This is why you have to be aware of who you are around. This is not a game. F these ties. I wish I never met these people." I knew she was distraught when she said, "Look how cute you are." And Dylan got it. That's in her head. This is cute. Almost had me fooled too, but this ain't it. And I apologize if some of these parts are a little hard to follow along with, but she said, "I willingly took the clear stuff that Dylan had in the clear bottle." She said she willingly took it on her own this time, but she said she felt like there's times where they were sneaking it into her drinks or sneaking it and getting her to ingest it when she didn't know and didn't give consent. And she said that this drug will make you severely hot to the point that you're sweating, and you also get super nauseous, dizzy, and you just want to lay down and have shortness of breath and even vomiting. And she said this will happen, and then you'll pass out, and all these symptoms I've experienced for myself. She said, as you can see in these pictures, I'm naked, I just threw up, and you can see Jordan on top of her, like unconscious body, and Jordan's literally like smiling and laughing. And she said, "I just threw up, I just pissed myself, I showered on my side, and I crawled out of the bathroom." And that's why Jordan has a smirk on her face, because she knew I wasn't aware of how this ish will make you. "I had to take off my glasses. You can see them to the right. I closed my eyes and I try to make sense of what's happening. I took too much. That's what happened. Not sure why you'd give anyone this stuff anyways. It's so heavy, and you cannot measure how much you're doing, which is why there's a huge overdoing it rate." And sorry, I gotta say it that way because of YouTube guidelines. She said, "I almost died, and I'll get into that more later. And there's no appeal to drugs anymore, not even party drugs." Then she posted a few screenshots. She didn't post much context, so you can pause and read those if you'd like. But then she said there's some truth in what Heather has to say, although she's not a reliable source. And I want to trust her. I do not know her at all. And from what I hear, she was already bat-ish crazy. And Dylan has a certain type, obviously. Heather's story reminds me of his now ex-girlfriend, Jordan. Dylan himself has told me how till this day he likes to mess with her intensity. Him and Marissa decided to fill up a Louis Vuitton bag with duster and plan it so she'd scavenge and know it was him. And then We Are BCG on Instagram actually clocked that she has a Louis Vuitton bag sitting right outside of her tent, and she carries it with her everywhere she goes, and she's been having this for at least the past month now. So she also pointed out that these sunglasses that we see Marissa with here are actually Dylan's ex-girlfriend Jordan's sunglasses. She said, "Here's Marissa and me casually posing in Jordan's designer glasses. I did not know when Dylan gave me these items that they were hers. She mentioned to me how he took everything from her when she went to rehab this past July 2023. A lot of what you see Marissa in is Jordan's belongings. Dylan took from Jordan to give to his other women. Like, who does that? All my life, I've known get it on my own. It's much more rewarding that way. What happened to boss feminine energy? I'm nothing like these women. Not that Jordan is like Marissa, but to even involve yourself with this lifestyle to the point where he can take everything is insane. This caption is referencing Jordan and Teddy. Teddy is Jordan's son that was taken because of Dylan's antics. He uses drugs as a means of control. Same way he was done by Audrey. And then she said, I made this page to share my own accounts of what has happened to me. I'm not here to tell anyone else's story. There are just a lot of similarities. I truly wish I didn't have anything to say. This is some of the most disturbing things I've gone through in my life. And then she posted these CASHAPP receipts, and she says my CASHAPP transactions with Dylan and Jordan, they'll need me more than I'll ever need them. And then so it shows that she sent them Dylan over $300, and then she sent Jordan over $545. Then she posted some pictures of some tattoos that Dylan and his girlfriend got, claiming that they got them at a trap house. And then she posted this picture, and it's somebody on a couch. It looks like two bodies on a couch that are naked, and she has them blacked out. So I'm not sure who's in the picture, but she said, guess who took this picture? Guess whose place? Dylan offered me help, which is why I was around. I was under the impression that he could help me get things done for myself. I needed some extra help, which was all a lie. He can't even help himself. He understood I was still in the same position I was in before previously breaking things off with him. I was looking for a home, which I have now. No scam, no fraud, just hard work. I'm not sure where Marissa was. I believe she had to stay away due to the order of protection. She was at her father's, which I didn't know at the time. During this time, I was living in hotels, Airbnb, and my cars, so of course when he offered me a place to stay, I accepted. She came back the next day. I did lose out on $200 worth of personal items this day, which was never repaid to me. I think she showed up because he didn't show up to court after he got the order of protection on her, which then voided the whole entire thing. He puts his victims through such agony. This is where you may or may not have seen the live of Dylan screaming at the police because she isn't here, which is all lies because she was there. And that was that live that he had. It was in the middle of the night and the police were knocking on his door, and he's like, you guys didn't knock nicely. And he's like, you guys didn't say sorry. And the police said sorry, and he still wouldn't let them in. He was like arguing with them like a freaking 6-year-old. And so now that I'm hearing all this, I wonder if there is some truth to what Heather said, because she claims that when Dylan kicked her out, Dylan stole a bunch of her stuff and ended up giving it to Marissa. And this is like the same tune this person's claiming. But we do have to remember that all these claims are alleged. Then she posted on her story, she said, there's much more you guys don't know. This is a lot I'm uncovering. I just want to put rumors to rest and lay down the facts because this whole ordeal is insane. I'm a real person. These are real stories, real accounts of my life with proof. In no way I wasn't to be associated with this. In no way do I want to be associated with this. I don't care for money or fame. I had nowhere to turn, so I came here. I'm getting overwhelmed, a lot of support, and a lot of hate. I'm also uncovering a lot of truth for myself, things I wasn't aware of. We are all learning together. This guy is a real, you guys see the word. He said they shouldn't have privacy and they should not be spared. A while back, I remember Marissa posting on her stories claiming that there was this guy that, had gave her something, slipped her something, and tried to take advantage of her, and claiming that he was doing it to all kinds of girls in the Chicago area. And now I'm wondering if that guy was Dylan. That's what I really wonder after hearing all this. But that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. There's even more receipts that I didn't have time to get to, so if you're interested, check them out on Exposing Him, He's Trash on Instagram. Shout out to my subscriber Ashley for sending me this tea. And that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Check out my lashes and lash products at AccordingtoAmber.com. You can use the code HalloweenLash, all is one word, and you can buy 2 lashes, get 1 free. This does not count the lash bundles. So check that out if you're interested. I also have other lash products, lash glue, and more. All that info will be in the description in the comments section. And give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.